Hello, I am Lauren Raymond and I am the pharmacy intern here at Walgreens Pharmacy. Today I have with me is patient Rachel who is looking for an over-the-counter eye drop. She is going to visit her son who has a house full of cats that makes her eyes water. So I have pulled a couple of drugs here that I would like to recommend to her, but before I make my final selection, I'm going to ask her a couple more questions for some more information. So, Rachel, do you have any other symptoms besides the watery eyes?
I have a lot of redness and irritation, but I believe that's just because I do have watery eyes.
Okay. And have you tried anything before to help these symptoms?
I've tried Benadryl, but it kind of makes me really tired, so I'd rather not and spend more time with my son while I'm there.
Okay. And how much time are you going to be spending there?
Around 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. And do you wear contact lenses?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And then do you have any other health conditions such as diabetes or hypertension?
No, I don't.
Okay. So after gathering all of the information, I'm going to go through each product and list kind of some advantages and disadvantages and make my final selection. The first product that I have here is the Walgreens version of artificial tears. This is a lubricating eye drop and it's going to help soothe that irritation that she is experiencing. It also has the possibility of washing away that irritant that is getting into her eyes. The only problem with this medication is that since she is going to be there for 3 to 4 weeks, she has to use this almost continuously throughout the day to get the relief that she is looking for. For this reason, this is not going to be the medication that I recommend for Rachel today. The second medication that I have here is Visine A, which is another allergy eye drop. There are 2 different active ingredients in this medication. I have nefolazine, which is a decongestant, and phenyramine, which is an antihistamine. Nefolazine is going to work in helping the redness that she is experiencing. When we have an allergic reaction, the blood vessels in our eyes tend to dilate, causing them to be red. With this medication, it's going to constrict those blood vessels, causing the redness to go away and the eyes to be white again. With the phenyramine, this is an antihistamine like the oral Benadryl that she has tried before, but it's going to have a direct effect into the eye and work quicker without the sleepiness that she's been experiencing. So with this medication, she would have to go ahead and only use it for 10 days at a time. With that vasoconstriction, it can cause some damage into the eyes that she does not want, and so since she's going to be gone for 3 to 4 weeks, this is not the medication that I would recommend for Rachel. The last medication that I have here is aloe. The active ingredient in aloe is ketofin. It has 2 different properties, where it's going to be an antihistamine like the ingredient in Visine A and oral Benadryl, and it's also going to work as a mast cell stabilizer. The mast cell stabilizer is going to go ahead and stabilize the cells that release irritants when she receives that allergic reaction. And so with the antihistamine, she's going to have the immediate effect of relieving her symptoms, and she can also start to take this medication before she leaves for her trip, because that mast cell stabilization will help prophylact her in getting those symptoms in the first place. She's going to take this medication every 8 to 12 hours, and so she's not going to continuously having to go throughout the day putting this medication into her eyes. And so this is going to be the medication that I recommend for our patient today. Before I let her go though, I'm going to give her a couple of tips as to how she should use these eye drops. First thing is that she should not let anybody else use these eye drops because she wants to make sure that she doesn't get any infections in anybody else's eyes or her own. Next thing is that she is a contact lens wearer, which can cause irritation on their own. And so while she is there, we recommend that she tries not to use those contact lenses as much as possible to avoid further irritation. If she is not able to go without using those contact lenses, we do recommend that she takes those out before putting in these eye drops and waiting about 15 to 20 seconds before putting them back in. Other than that, do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, there you go.